Evening.
Let me get a sip of water real quick.
Good evening, all. This is the Millennial C podcast.
Oh, sorry. Start again. See me, I'm actually over ego. Okay, carry on. Sorry. Do your intro. Sorry.
Okay, this is the Millennial Z podcast. We're back again with another episode this evening. So, without much further ado, my guests will introduce ourselves. Dylan, we'll start with you, Dylan. How are you this evening? How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me this evening.
That's okay. Thanks. Coming back on for another episode.
Yes,
Amani, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm back, guys.
Yes, Amani's back for another episode. And my new guest, would you like to introduce yourself this evening?
Hi, guys. Remy Adobo in the building. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me very much. Thank you.
That's okay. Before we start with the episode, I thought we start with some icebreaker questions, get to know one another. Mm-hmm. So my first one is very simple. When was your guys' last holiday?
My last holiday was real recent. Well, not real recent, but I think it's recent as it gets. Because me and my sister, we went to New York in in March. It was literally right before. Because that's when we came back. They a week later, they announced lockdown. No one's going anywhere.
Wow, that's fortunate. Got back just in time.
Who got that last.
My last holiday was New York as well, actually, which was I think May last year, and then I think in January we went somewhere down south, like Cornwall or something. It was just a little weekend break.
My last for that second time. Mexico's beautiful, I'm telling you.
Mexico is nice.
Yeah, Mexico seems so nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was for 2 weeks then. It was really nice, yeah. November.
I was meant to go to Mexico this year, but it is what it is. My last holiday was to Turkey.
Ooh.
Which was nice. Nah. No, sir, not me. Please. I stay away from them things. But yeah, Turkey, that was nice. I got food poisoning though.
Really?
That was
nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I got food poisoning.
Food poisoning is not the one.
Yeah, it's not the one. I was whole day I was out of it for a whole day. My parents went out. I think they went to see some historical. Historical sites. I was in the resort.
What did you eat?
No experience. I think it was shawarma.
Oh.
That's happened to my sister before. She had a shawarma and she got food poisoning as well. So when you said it, I was like, yeah, it's probably that. Yeah.
Stress.
And Turkish food is so nice as well.
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
It put me off Turkish food for a while, but eventually I went back to it, but yeah, it is what it is.
That didn't stop, yeah.
Listen, the Turkish bread is the best bread I've ever had in my life.
That bread hits
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it hits different.
It is so pain. It's like they put some drugs in it, man. That's addictive.
Listen, when we went to Zach's baptism meal, I went to Kavan's. I could have eaten the bread the whole night. I'm telling you.
That's literally what you need.
But yeah. All right, so we'll move on to my next question is, so for the guys, what is your favorite pickup line? For the females,
let me stop laughing already.
What is the best pickup line someone has ever used on you?
Yes. I mean, I guess some of them, like the ones that come to mind, are not, I wouldn't say they're the best or most ideal to use. It's just funny. One that I saw the other day, I think it was on Twitter. Makes more sense when you read it because it's like, are you a microwave? Because like microwave face make the sound.
That is so funny.
I could have died.
That is something, Dylan.
That is it's too funny.
Oh dear.
That's one of them. The other ones, I mean, if you're talking like spiritual, it's like
Spiritual
like
pickup lines.
Bible related.
Bible.
Bible ones.
It's like I was looking
Like-
in the book of Numbers and I realized I didn't have yours. Something like that.
That's cute. Okay.
Or what's it called? I understand why Solomon married 1,000 wives and many concubines because he didn't find you.
Exactly.
No,
Them kind of ones.
Oh,
kind
you
of
know,
pickup.
are kidding me. That is too funny.
those are
That is too
yeah. There's some interesting pickup lines. So, what about you, ladies? What's the best pickup line anyone's ever used on you, or has anyone ever used
you know,
a pickup?
this is the thing I was gonna say. Like, people don't really. I don't really get that. Like, people don't really move to me in a way that, oh, here's a pickup line. Like, people don't move to me like that. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm a bit boring because people don't move to me, so I don't really know pickup lines per se. I was thinking the most that I could think of was that one time I went to Vapiano's and then I posted, what was that song? What was that song? Like, you don't feed the bad as pasta, something like that. And then someone
AJ Tracy's song.
sent my post to me. Someone sent my post to me, like, oh, when am I taking you out to Vapiano? Something like that. I don't know, something like that. That's the most pickup line move to that I've ever got to. That's as good as it gets. That is as good as it gets. I don't have any other interesting stories, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I think I'm in the same boat as Remy, you know, because well, it's not even like a pickup line as such. It's more something that actually happened and it actually worked. But I had a DM slide, a little DM slide that actually worked, and it was based on an outfit I wore. And then it sort of carried on from there. So, I mean, it worked. Slide into the DM, guys. Slide into the DM. It works.
Amani, you're telling me shooting your shot works?
It actually does.
Shooting your shot definitely works. If the other person finds you attractive. If not, you're just stuck. Don't be shooting your shot if you don't know you can shoot a shot.
I was gonna say, man, they gotta find you attractive for it to work, otherwise.
All I say
don't
is
be shooting
sure
your shot if the person is not interested. That is just so awkward. Sorry.
Shoot your shot with the correct person, because if the person doesn't like you, please, you'll be disgracing yourself anyhow.
Legit, it's just, oh no, we don't do that. We do not do that. No.
Exactly. All right. And my final question to you guys, my final icebreaker question is, what is a saying that is synonymous with you? So, for example, a saying that is synonymous with me is "it is well." I love saying that to people because it can be used in any context and it will rattle everybody because they don't know what I mean, but I know what I mean. So, it is well. That's the saying that's synonymous with me.
I'll go then. I think probably very obvious one. Stay hydrated, because obviously I was always drinking water. I always got that water on me, so you know, stay hydrated, people. Please, the people who are listening right now, make sure you take a sip of water. Stay hydrated.
I've actually got a water bottle right next to me, so I'm hydrated.
See, we love to see.
Nearly finished till, you know.
Yes, sir. Amani, you better have a bottle of water next to you. Hey, we ain't playing games out here. So that's mine then, I guess.
Stay hydrated.
I think one that's synonymous to me. There's two. I couldn't decide. So one of them is, I always say that's not my brand. So if I see something that's a bit ghetto, that's a bit like, oh, Gary, that's not my brand. So I will always say like, that's not my brand. Like, or if someone tries to like, I don't know how to describe it. I have like a way I like to picture myself. So if I see something and I'm like, that's not my brand, I'll be like, no, that's not my brand. I'm not doing that.
Off brand.
And then another one is there's money to be made. Because I always say there's money to be made. There's money to be made in so many different words. So those two, you will always see those words coming out of my mouth, like always.
So there's some inspirational ones there.
That's true.
Yeah, in there. Wow. So one of mine is a saying, the other one is more of a sound. But one of my sayings is always, that's on gang. Everything is on gang. It doesn't really mean much, but you know what that's on gang means? That's on gang. So I finish off something like that's on gang. And like, truth be told. And then my other one is more of a sound, but it's just like, how do I describe it? If I'm like gassed over something, I'll be like, Chase! And that just sick. I don't even have to spell it,
I love
but
it. I love it.
it's just a sound. Yeah.
Damn.
Fair enough. Well, we'll move off the icebreaker questions.